Okay, this is our 2000 milliliter extruder. This is how it comes out of the box, and we're going to disassemble it and go through the procedure all the way up to printing a vessel. So you're going to start by taking all the screws out. I don't recommend that you use power tools for putting the fasteners back in. I recommend using a T-handle. Where's the T-handle? Alright, I'm going to take the nozzle off. The piston is inside, so if you're wondering where the piston is. Now I'm going to demonstrate how, if you had a full tube and you ran the tube down till the piston is totally empty, the question is, how do you get this out? What's the easiest way? The easiest way is either a piece of PVC or if this is a cardboard tube. Very simply, just slip it over and a couple of pops, and there you are. The tube's almost clean. Usually does not have clay residue. Clean up your piston, and I typically don't clean the nozzle. I just take the majority of the clay out, and then you're ready to put it back in. Okay, now we're going to load clay in the tube and assemble the extruder. So the first thing we need to do is back the screw to the back position. We supply this tool. Okay, we recommend that the Acme screw has some lubrication. So what I've found to be the best is just a light Teflon clear grease, and just a little bit. It doesn't have to be too much. Probably reapplied maybe once a month or every 2 months. What's really important is that you keep the screw clean and it doesn't get contaminated with... Okay, next we'll put the nozzle in position, line up the holes, and rock it in at a slight angle until the screw is close. And if the screw's not in the center of the hole, you can rock the nozzle a little bit, and you can turn it, and if you have to, you can actually tap it very gently, and it'll go right in. Definitely don't hammer on it. That's a very light tap. And again, these don't quite make it, so you can just very gently with a rubber mallet tap the nozzle and you're in. Don't use a power tool on this. And don't take the fasteners out of the tube when there's pressure on the tube. Some of the customers have been leaving pressure on the tube after it's empty and then attempting to take the fasteners out. That's going to ruin the nozzle and the gearbox adapter. We have a new program called Retract in the menu on the CD card, and this unloads all of the pressure off of the extruder prior to undoing it. Okay, next is the piston. And this screw is to help bleed air out, so it should be clean and not tight. Put the piston in, and you can, this isn't a full tube, so if you have to, you can push it down. Because this is a partial tube, I extended the Acme a little bit. What you're looking for is that the heads of the nuts actually engage into the piston. So turn it in enough to where you have some engagement, and you can get the screws in. We had some customers try to pressure the tube by putting a wrench on the square nut on the back of the Acme. Definitely do not put pressure on the nut. These don't have to be tight, just snug. Okay. And next is the anti-acme. So we just slide it over the shaft and position the M6 screws. These they really don't need to be tight, just finger tight, and that's it. Okay. And one last thing is the nozzle. Alright, and when putting the nozzle in, you're not going to tighten it up tight. What you're looking for is the screw to actually nest inside this groove. So put it in a little bit, and you can feel the back groove, and just push it in until you can see it goes in further right there. That's it. Just barely tight. You don't need to crunch on it. You're going to destroy the nozzle. So that's it. We're ready to start the print.